Welcome. I'm Dee, and this is Unguided Life, where I am taking it one day at a time, bring guys along for the journey to hold me accountable as I budget my way through life. We need to check in on our budget. It is the end of week 3 of our April budget. Okay, last week it was a toughie with the check in, but all the kinks are out. So let's see what it says. Find strength in knowing that you can make a difference in the world. Oh my goodness, I needed this. This week was a little bit tough for me at work. Yes, it was. So yeah, so that's where we're sitting at. So when I do my budget overview or my weekly check-in, I pull in my monthly budget overview detail sheet because it breaks down my monthly goals, the income that I was expected to receive or what I budgeted, and the expenses with the date and the amount that I'm expected to happen in throughout the month. So week 3 went from April 8th to April 14th. So as you can see, the car note, life insurance, credit card number 1, the electric, credit card number 4, storage, and the water bill have cleared my account and or cleared the credit card, so they're accounted for. So then the next sheet that I look at is the spending record. So let me see, we're going to let's choose this. Okay, so week 3 starts also the income breakdown. So you should have seen me break down the income that I received and what I plan to do with it. And so we can see it here. And so I deposited $150 in the food category, deposited $60 in gas, I deposited $40 in household, and deposited $30 in personal. So let's go ahead and we highlight the transactions that's underneath them because these all happen during the week. We can put that back. Yes, let's see. All right, so how did I do this? We need some space. We'll bring that back after. So we can just probably slide it right here. All right. I don't know. Can you see that? Maybe I can put it up here. Just want to where I can see it and you can see it. All right, so here we go with this. So the expense total is $1,409. And we do need, so of the $1,409, we spent, or not spent, the amount was for, we have Netflix. Netflix, the car note, life insurance, credit card number 1, electric, credit card number 2, okay, storage, the water bill, and then we had $215 that was given, so that's $920. So let me just minus 920 minus 1409. So that's 489. I just want to make sure my numbers are correct. So let's add 169, 14, 290, and 16. Okay. I just want to make sure I had that together. So let me put a check here because all the given has been covered. And so I got to get out my other ink pen, my big pen here. And we use this red, so that was $920. For food, I went to Food Lion, I went to Harris Teeter, and then I picked up something from an Asian restaurant. So that was $89. There, I didn't spend anything in gas. That's why I'm going to fill up tomorrow. Then for household, it was 29 plus 7 plus 3. So that is 39. And then it was 5 plus 11 plus 14, and that's 30. So let's do this. Let's turn this here. So we have 1409 minus 920. So that's 489. Then we have 159 minus 89, and that's 70. We have 86. We have 1, and then we have 1. Okay. So I don't plan to add anything for week 4. So I'm just going to carry those numbers over. So that's 49, 70, 86, $1, $1. Okay. So we are good in the hood with that. So then we go to our expense tracker. And let's see what we have. We have our, this is our little cheat sheet here. So we have no unbudgeted. We have sinking funds. We have payments. We have bills. And we have envelope system. Okay. So I do use the highlighting method, so I know what transactions is coming out of each. And you should see some of the transactions were on the spending record. And then we have payment. So I made, this is my monthly April payment. Then we have some sinking fund spending here. And then we have 2 monthly expenses. So let's highlight those pink. Okay. So that is all done. We're going to slide this over. So let's talk about week 3. We just discussed there's no unbudgeted. For sinking funds, we have $33.32 plus we have 24. So let's put that over there. So that's 57.32. And for the envelope system, we just have 14.50. For bills, we have 10.66 and 38.54. So that's 49.20. And then we have no fees. All right, so I'm gonna slide this over here. And so today's date is the 14th. When you see the payments, it's going to show the 15th. Again, it's after 5 p.m. So the first thing we are going to do is we're going to transfer from our expense account. So that is for the bills. So that's $49.20. And that is going to come from the expense account. And this is a payment. And there's no points for that. The next thing that we're going to do is our sinking funds. And the sinking funds total is $57.32. That is actually going to come from not the Discover account. This is actually going to come from my side income account. So I got to remember. So this comes from SoFi. That's where I'm hold that money in. So that's payment. And then the next payment I'm going to make is going to be the envelope system. And that's $14.50. That comes from Discover. And that's a payment. And that's that. So let's calculate 196.96 minus 49.20. That is 147.76 minus 57.32. That is 90.44 minus 14.50. So that's 75.94, and that's what we should have. So let's just highlight these so we already have them. All right. So that is the expense tracker. This is for my everyday credit card. And so the last thing that we're going to do when it comes to the budget here is we're going to talk about the spending out of the sinking funds. So for me, myself, and I, we have, and I didn't even write it there. Oh. So let me go back here and let's update this. So let's make today's date is the 14th, and let's minus, what was it for the total? Where's that? Right here, 57.32. And then that's going to be me, myself, and I, which is going to be a sinking fund. And let's cross it out. Okay, so now we can go back to this. That's why it's very important to keep up with records. So for me, myself, and I, it was the 57.32. And I'm just going to say 57. And then for Savannah, I got Savannah a car wash on Sunday because she was full of pollen. And by Monday, she was back full of pollen. So she's not going to get cleaned up again because this pollen is treacherous. I didn't spend anything out of the Sandlot. And before we talk about challenges, we first have to do the challenge. So I'm going to move this to the side, and then we're going to pull this out. So let's do that. When we left off at, and as you can remember, we had a hiccup last week, so I didn't do the breakdown. So let's go ahead and set up the money here. All right, here we go. So we stop at 30. This is the envelope that I'm using to keep this in there. So let's go ahead and do that. And this is 2 from Papa's Game. And we're just gonna do a roll, and we're gonna see what we roll. I'm gonna do a good one, but not a good one. Okay, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, 20. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10 and 20. So 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, y'all. So let's just slide this in here. And then we're just going to slide this up out the way here. Put this away real quick as well by sliding here. And then we're going to come back to here. And we're going to input in the green 20. And we're going to 0 that. And so that is that. This is how I check in with my budget from week to week. Very easy peasy. We're going to come back to the monthly budget overview sheet here. And the reason is because we can say we filed and we paid our taxes. I have been able to send $150 extra to the debt. So I'm good to go with that. So our goals are set. So we are right now in the planning stages of our May budget and our May goals, so we can see where we're at and how long we have until the car is paid off. Another thing is that they did extend the student loan forbearance for the federally direct loans that I have. So the payment won't resume in May. So I still have a couple months to gain ground on paying down that student loan, paying down my car loan before student loans resume. Okay? All right, y'all. We are done for neat. In the meantime, in between time, y'all. Peace.